give them really bad wood and really bad cement or whatever, the house is gonna not be built well, and they're gonna use to rebuild our muscles stronger than last time.
Harder than last time!
This drink, guys, is the steroids of recovery drinks. What's up, guys? Good morning. My name is Kai and welcome back to my channel, Street Beast TV. So if you're new to my channel, I love sharing videos, all things Ninja Warrior, plant-based nutrition, and as an athlete myself, I know how important it is for us to fuel our bodies right in aiding our recovery system so that we can recover faster in between training sessions. So in today's full day of eating, I'm gonna put a high emphasis on foods and ingredients that help aid in faster muscle repair, aka the faster we can recover in between workouts, the more training we can do / train more often. And training more often will equate to faster gains. It's basic 101 training math. Anyways, let's get into the first meal of the day. I'm starving. Lately, I've been making this high protein breakfast scramble. It's really good. And then I absolutely cannot function without my essential daily smoothie bowl. So I'll show you guys that right now. Okay, so for my breakfast scramble, it's really just throwing all the ingredients in a frying pan and scrambling them. Hence the name of this dish. Okay, for real though. So I basically use ingredients I like in an omelet. I try to keep the ingredients mostly whole foods, and I emphasize a lot of protein in this meal. TVP, textured vegetable protein, is conveniently very high in protein. Sometimes it comes in soy. This one specifically comes from peas. I also add a Nooch, aka Nutritional yeast, which tastes amazing and is also very high in protein and vitamins. Also, side note, do not skip out on the sausage. This is what makes most of the flavor in this meal, trust me. Alright, so if you know me well, you know I cannot function properly without my essential daily smoothie bowl. Smoothies are a great way to get a variety of muscle building nutrients in one bowl. The key to making green smoothies taste good is all in the fruit. So use fruit that you enjoy and a lot of it. And definitely make sure your toppings are on point. I tend to rotate and mix between granola, nuts, seeds, fruit, and dried fruit. Alright guys, so check out this breakfast. I have to say I am quite impressed with my presentation today. I'm not the best at this, but this presentation, guys, I mean, especially with this color, the color of the smoothie bowl didn't come out super appetizing, but I think the way I plated it made up for it. But yeah, I'm gonna put this in the freezer so it doesn't melt. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, but I'm just so impressed by my plating skills today. Hopefully this continues throughout the entire day. But anyways, there's a few things I like to focus on when I'm trying to, get faster recovery with the foods that I'm trying to choose. So having really good sources of protein is really important when I'm trying to build my meals, and that comes from the textured vegetable protein, the TVP, and the Nooch, Nutritional yeast, is really high in protein. They're whole food sources. I also like to focus on antioxidant rich foods. So free radicals is something that's in our body that inhibits us from recovering as fast as we can. And when we intake antioxidant foods, antioxidants fight the free radicals, so it lets our bodies recover a little bit faster. And one of the most important things is definitely micronutrients. Like, we all talk about like protein, builds muscle, and we always have the post-workout protein shakes, but micronutrients is also very, very important. That's our vitamins, our minerals. These are the building blocks to our entire body. These are essential for us to live. And as athletes, we need more of them. We need higher qualities of them so our bodies can use them efficiently. A good analogy would be, think about someone who builds houses. What kind of materials are they going to use? What kind of tools do they need to build a high quality house? If you give them really bad wood and really bad cement or whatever, the house is going to not be built well. It's going to break down very easily. It's not going to last very long. But if you give him high quality material, like really sturdy wood and good concrete, whatever, and the right types of tools, he can build a really nice house that'll last forever. So Same thing with our bodies. Our bodies, we need to give it the right materials for it to build and rebuild stronger than last time.
Harder than last time.
So micronutrients is really important, and you get that mostly just from whole foods, but fruits and vegetables are usually really nutrient dense sources of vitamins and minerals. So there's a lot of whole foods here. As you can see, there's a lot of greens, a lot of different types of vegetables, fruits in the smoothies. So these are really high quality nutrients that our bodies are gonna love, and they're gonna use to rebuild our muscles stronger than last time.
Harder than last time.
I also like to show what my food actually looks like when I'm not on Instagram or YouTube. That's more realistic. But it's better to be more aesthetic for the thumbnail and everything. That's why I had to plate it up, and it takes so much more time. But yeah, easily just looks like that. Alrighty, now it's time for meal number 2. So lunch for me is usually a really dense salad. And this isn't your typical boring lettuce and vinegar type salad. My salads, guys, they're borderline desserts. And I'm not kidding, and even growing up, I absolutely hated salads and vegetables. You couldn't get me to eat it unless I'd drench it with ketchup or something. But eventually, I realized that salads can actually taste good if you know what you're doing. But I digress. Anyways, I'm gonna show you my favorite salad at the moment, right now. Okay, so for this salad, I basically start by throwing in any raw veggies I have laying around. I also tend to try to pick a variety of colors if I can. That's about half the bowl. Then the other half is one or a mix of berries, dried fruits, nuts, and seeds that I have on hand. And finally, the most important part to making this nutritious bowl taste good is the dressing. So any fruit-based vinegars and dressings I can find work really well. Then I'll sweeten it even more with agave just because I have a big sweet tooth. And finally, I bump up the protein and flavor by sprinkling a fruit-flavored protein powder. Not sure how I came up with that, but it actually works really well. I also usually have a small snack after lunch, which most of the time tends to be some form of chocolate. I have way too many different chocolate bars in my fridge, so I tend to mix and match them differently every time. Guys, my plating skills today is just on point. Look, I am so impressed with myself. I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back. So yeah, this is my salad, and then I also have my chocolate sandwich contraption that I make. So yeah, lunch I just wanted to put a large emphasis on micronutrients, and salads are just a great way to get a variety of different vitamins and minerals from different food sources. And again, salads don't have to be boring. Like this, if I eat it by itself, yeah, it might not taste amazing, but if you find a really good dressing and spices that you can put on top, it changes the flavor of the veggies significantly. And I was blown away when I enjoyed my first salad for the first time a few years ago. But also I also sprinkle strawberry protein powder on top. I don't know how I came up with that, but it's a good way to bump the protein, and it's actually really tasty if you find a good tasting protein powder. So strawberry goes good with berries. So yeah, on top of my essential daily smoothie bowl, I also need my daily fix of chocolate, as you can see. Actually, let me go show you my stash really quick. It's actually kind of funny. Do you like my stash?
Comedy.
This is my chocolate bar stash. These are just a bunch of different chocolate bars that I enjoy having, depending on the day. But guys, I swear, I promise, a little embarrassing, but I am going to Chocoholics Anonymous weekly meetings, and we're really working on the root cause of my addiction. And I'm slowly weaning off of the chocolate, but for right now, I need at least a small hit every single day. No, but for real, chocolate is actually a really good source of antioxidants like we talked about earlier. So are berries as well, that are in the salad. And it took me a while to change my taste buds to like dark chocolate, because I used to only like white chocolate and the Hershey's cookies and cream chocolate bars. So it took me a while to get to like dark chocolate, but I'm glad I do, because now I can have my chocolate and eat it too. Anyways, I'm gonna enjoy my lunch. I'll show you what the salad looks like when I put all the dressing and stuff on it. It's really dense, it's super creamy when I put everything on top of it. And then I'll see you guys for the last meal of the day. All right. Alright, so I have to get going to work soon, but before I do, I'm gonna show you how I make my ramen, which I'm gonna have for dinner later. This meal is like really easy to make and it's healthy as is, but I like to add a few more ingredients to bump up the nutritional profile and I guess the recovery-ness aspect of this meal, if that makes sense. But wait, there's more. So I usually like to end my days with some warm golden milk. Guys, this drink, guys, is the steroids of recovery drinks. You have to try this. Like I said, I have this drink pretty often, but especially if I'm trying to recover from a hard workout, I always include golden milk at the end of the day. Okay, so this is a super simple meal. I love having these on busy days. So I basically take my ramen container and add any veggies that I have on hand. There's also no fat in this meal, so I'll add some kind of like nut or seed. Like today I'm using flax. Then also to bump up the protein, I'll add a serving of TVP like I did for breakfast. Then after that, I'll just add the flavor packet it comes with and boiling water, and voila! Easy, healthy ramen bowl for dinner. And for the steroid recovery drink, aka liquid gold, I use a combination of flax and soy milk, but any plant-based milk works. Then I use the Garden of Life Golden Milk Mix, but there are other companies that have their own golden milk mix that you can find on Amazon or any supplement stores. But if you don't want to spend money on those mixes, you can also just use the turmeric and cinnamon spice. Finally, I'll add some more flavor ingredients for the taste, then I'll mix it up and finally heat it up, and voila, liquid gold. So hot. All right, so this is my golden milk. I also add a chamomile tea bag, especially at night. Helps me relax, go to bed. Another thing that's really important about recovery is not just the nutrients that you give your body, like we talked about, throughout this entire video, but when we sleep, that's when the recovery actually happens. So having good quality sleep and having sufficient amount of sleep is also really important, because that's when Bob the Builder starts rebuilding our muscles stronger than before. So we gotta make sure that we have a good night's sleep. Golden milk really helps, and then chamomile is a good way to relax the body and get it ready for a good night's rest. Anyways guys, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below if you are gonna try any of these recipes. As always, hard work over talent, eat plants, motor workouts. I'm out.
Comes off till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out, and my high parass. I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse, till the roof comes off, till the lights go